Hey, viewers and viewers, my name.
Hey up, viewers and viewers, it's me. And why the hell is your vitality on 50? Is this not a new map?
Well, it's not a new map, no. It's one that I used for the previous episode.
Oh, that's why, because
Yes.
you start with 100, don't you?
Indeed, yes.
Yes.
As I said about 2 seconds ago before we started recording, young man.
Oh, you've got a nice fruitcake there. I
I've
love
eaten
a good
it.
fruitcake.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. I love good ones. So we're back with So You're Being Hunted, and yes, as I don't think we really need to go through intros anymore with this.
No,
Everyone
really.
knows we're episode 5,628
Exactly.
of 5,694 episodes.
Exactly.
coming in.
Yes.
And yeah,
How are
we're
you,
just
Phil?
good. Yeah, good. I've been weirdly, I've been hearing all sorts of interesting things about this. This Minecraft movie.
Oh, the Minecraft movie.
Yeah, it's crazy. Apparently, everyone's going. My sister was hearing things about that. Apparently, everyone's going crazy about what did she say? A fire chicken or something.
A fire chicken? Oh.
Yeah, that everyone's going absolutely crazy about in the cinema to the point that it's making teenagers like throw the popcorn all over the ground.
What?
Yeah,
Oh,
weird
God.
thing.
That's such a weird out of context thing there. Yeah, I mean the things I've heard about it are that in typical sort of movie adaptation of video game fashion, it's not great.
Yeah, I have
yeah.
heard that. But I've also heard some people do like it. It's got Jack Black, which is
Yeah.
funny.
I'm just curious to know what on earth the storyline of it is, because it's like it's Jack Black and all, a load of other actors, but they're not like Minecraft versions of themselves. They're just themselves as
No,
normal
but Jack
people.
Black is
Yeah.
playing Steve.
Oh, it's Steve, sorry, yeah, that's what I mean. Sorry, is like they're not like been animated as though they're actual like blocky Minecraft characters. They're just humans.
Yeah, they're just
in a
humans that
blocky
get
world.
teleported into the world.
Yeah.
I do think that we need to go and see it. I don't know how long it's going to be in the
Yeah.
cinema for, but I think we should go and have a look and see what it's all about.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm so curious.
Indeed.
So,
Well, the thing is, I know where my nearest cinema is down here. So if you're visiting, we could do like an evening cinema thing
yeah,
or something.
that's a perfect idea. Then we go out for a meal.
Yeah,
absolutely.
exactly.
Maybe, yeah, we should do it. But I don't know how. Cause actually, things do go into stay in the cinema for quite a long time, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like it could be many, many months.
Indeed. I mean, like the cinema nearest one to where I am at the moment. Sometimes there's things in there that like they stay in there for ages for some reason. I
Oh
don't
well, there
know.
we go. We've got loads of time then. So
Yeah.
I think we should definitely go and see it because I'm curious to see what it's all about and see what it's like, and then we can do our own judges, see if it is really shit.
Indeed. Yeah.
But are you doing all right as well?
I'm doing all right. Yes, I'm doing good.
That's what we like to hear. So here. Now then, Andrew. Think let's a topic that we can have a little think over. In a way, we've sort of done this before, but on a sort of mild stuff. So you remember we did a topic about pet peeves with Connor
Oh yeah.
and things that we thought mildly annoying. Well, this is sort of like that, but a bit more. Things that are a bit more than just mildly annoying. Things that
infuriating, kind of.
yeah, things that you really can't stand, or things that really irk you.
Yeah.
Like that sort of. So more than just the like pull tabs on things don't open properly. Like we're talking about then, or Connor was saying he wasn't fond of people with vapes and
yeah.
things like that. But no, this is bits that you really can't stand, and you don't know why it's still a thing in today's society.
Yes.
Because an example from my side is, I cannot stand people who have a go at other people because of their sexuality,
Yes.
because of their religion, because of what they are and who they are. We said it countless times. You and me have said it countless times. As long as you're not hurting anyone, it's fine.
Yes.
So why are there still people who are out there being homophobic, sexist? Oh, you're a girl. You can't do that. You should be in the kitchen making me a sandwich. Oh, fuck off. So all that sort of shit. Sexist, racist, homophobic. I can't stand people who are like that. If anyone is even a slight bit like that, that's it. If I've met someone for the first time and they show any sort of signs like that, that's it. My opinion of them has just gone down the drain.
Yeah.
I don't know why people are like that in today's society. People like women in the past have been discriminated against. People who are gay, lesbian, bisexual have been discriminated against. People's religious beliefs have been discriminated against. All these things. And we're supposed to be the 21st century where this is all supposed to have stopped.
Well, that's the thing.
I can't stand it. It irks me to high heaven.
Yeah. I find though, it's very much one of those things. As like you, as I've gotten older, I've become much more prepared to just sort of say no, I don't want anything to do with people like that or whatever.
Yeah, absolutely. So even the slightest, that's it. Even the slightest little word, that's it. Gone down the drain.
Yeah.
Where you said, like for instance, I don't understand why. Why always practicing Buddhism in my face and doing. Okay, well, no need to be like that, is there?
Yeah,
Um,
indeed.
and people who are racist. This is why I had to. Yeah, like I know it's like my granddad has said a few things.
Yeah.
Yes, he lived obviously in a period where it was fine to be that, but you have to sort of
Temper
whoa,
that.
can't say that. And the worst thing was one of the times he did it at home, which is fine, but one time he did it when we went out for a meal. I was like, oh my god, no,
Don't say
no.
that out loud, Grandad. Yes,
Yeah.
I know what you mean. I mean, yeah, like I've had elderly relatives who sometimes say things that, it's politically incorrect, but it's just like, don't say things like that out in public. It's not really appropriate. You shouldn't say things like that.
100%. And there's someone who's saying who've got to bring, because someone said I was talking about black person, and they said African American, and they said, oh no, you can't say that. They're African American. But I didn't grow up in America.
Yeah.
I was born in Kenya. So what? Yeah, that you can't. That even that in itself is being.
Yeah. It's that thing of just like, people making assumptions that it's like, hang on a minute, you don't know that for a fact.
Yeah.
So be a bit more diplomatic, please.
Oh, it just gets on my fucking wig. Allow people to do what they want, as long as they're not hurting someone. If they want to love, if a man wants to love a man, if a woman wants to love a woman, if they want to love both, leave them be. If they want to change their gender, leave it to it.
Yeah.
If they leave them to their religion. Yeah, I'm not religious, but I'm fine with them practicing whatever religion they want.
The thing about sort of
treat
me
everyone
is,
equal.
yeah, like I know obviously a moment ago I was saying like try not to make assumptions, and the thing is like I'm not saying that I'm entirely guilt free of that. I've like made mistaken assumptions sometimes in the past, but usually what I do is people correct me and I say okay, sorry, yeah, about that, and then I make an effort to use the correct term of reference or whatever, address them how they want to be addressed. But I think what gets me is people who make that mistake. You point it out to them just civilly and gently, but then they sort of double down on just doing the same error over and over again. It's like, dude, come on, person, you've been told the correct thing here. Come on, now.
No, I totally get what you mean there. Yeah,
Yeah,
and I think with being sexist, like that, all this thing, because there was like a big wage gap, wasn't there, between
especially in some respects, yeah,
like the BBC. Oh my God,
oh that one,
between what women are getting paid and what men are getting paid. Yeah,
Indeed.
that's just ridiculous. And the worst thing of all is, I'm going to have to out a country here, Saudi Arabia.
I think you've outed that country before, Phil.
Yes. What do you think you're playing at? The fact that you've only allowed women to drive as of 2018. What's going on there? And you still have to sort of dress up. Because the fact, because my sister works with them, and she actually had to dress up. And it's just so stupid.
Yeah. Well, it's one of those things. It's like still things right around the world can be very different to where we are at the moment, and it's a slow process of social change. But
just please let people do what they want to do.
Yes.
Let people do what they do.
Indeed.
Because that's all it is. They're not hurting anyone.
Yeah.
Is that if I don't understand, if that man loves that man, are you being hurt in some way? How, and if so, how is that hurting you? Oh, it's not in my beliefs. Oh, fuck your beliefs.
I know.
That.
Yes.
When it comes to that.
I know that makes us sound very intolerant, ladies and gentlemen, but the thing is, like, you've got to understand where that's kind of coming from. It's like, but, the person we're criticising, they are the one sort of ultimately being intolerant here. And it's like, well, irrespective of your beliefs, just be nice, and if you're not going to be nice, then don't expect anyone else to be nice to you, kind of. You know what they say, respect is earned and all that. And although, yes, when I'm meeting a stranger for the first time, I will try and be respectful, even though I don't know who they are. But if you start to do things that are not worthy of respect, then don't sort of get upset when people start to take a bit of a firmer line with you, to put it that way.
Yeah, that's so. Please just let people be what they want to be. Let them love people. Let them practice whatever religion they want to, and just make friends. Be nice. That's what we need to be. We need to be in a world is nice.
More than anything, what the world needs at the moment is empathy, to be honest. And sometimes it feels like at the moment that seems to be very challenged.
Empathy is a big thing, because people who lack empathy, what do they turn out to be? Serial killers,
little sociopaths,
psychopaths. Yes. So that's. let's go over to you now. Give me something that you cannot stand, or that really irks you.
Something I think that probably irks me, and I know it's again sort of sticking with quite a subject that can be quite political, but usually it's like the fact that sometimes people seem to kind of take a lot of their information from the internet in terms of things that are going on and don't sort of keep
Yeah.
kind of media literacy in mind. Because it's funny,
Yeah.
because like, when we were kids growing up, you like go to history lessons in school, and of course, what do they always teach you about? Like traditional media sources like newspapers and things like that. They always teach you, exercise a critical eye with what you read, because obviously newspapers tend to be a bit sensationalist. But it feels like these days, obviously with the amount of distrust certain quarters have for media, traditional media, they've just sort of like now swallow up what they hear on the internet without questioning
Yeah,
it.
yeah, that's the thing.
It seems like media literacy skills, they seem to have completely forgotten them, as though they don't apply to the internet. And it's like, no, it fully applies to the internet, because the internet in particular is a place that is rife with misinformation. Because any old Tom, Dick, or Harry can basically just post whatever the hell on there with the right know-how. So, media literacy, people,
We need
it's very
to
important.
when when you read stuff, you when you read stuff on the internet, ideally you want to see if they've got decent sources.
Yes.
If you've got sources that come from like an educational standpoint, any source like from a .edu, that's usually good, or a gov
Yeah,
website.
indeed.
Because you can't, because look at Wikipedia. Well,
Wikipedia.
yes, you can. They do have admins who do thoroughly try and check everything,
Yeah.
but some things do get missed. That's the problem with it.
Indeed.
It's all this like fake news and everything, isn't it, as well?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like Wikipedia is one of those ones. I mean, I may have said it before, but if you find yourself on Wikipedia, look at the references on the article and
Yeah.
think, what are those references? Follow them up. Try and have a
It
look
can
at
be.
them.
That's a good one to bring up. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Before we go any
media-
further,
yeah.
just before we go any further, I just want to say it's actually everyone, viewers, it is actually Connor's birthday today.
Oh.
So everyone wish him happy birthday,
Yes.
because it is his
Well,
birthday today.
not today as of when this video goes out, but today as of when we record.
Yeah, it says we record his birthday, so
Yeah.
belated birthday. Just saying
Indeed.
that.
So that's basically our way to let him know, let you all know he's had his birthday without
his
actually
birthday.
saying what day it is. But yeah,
Yeah, that irks
Indeed.
me. You better all wish him happy birthday. If you
Yeah.
don't, that really irks me.
Wish him happy birthday in the comments, ladies and gentlemen, right now, or we're going to track you down and find you.
So there we go. So that's he sounds like he was having a lovely time anyway.
Yeah.
He was getting a nice pizza,
A pizza, yes.
big old pizza from a
Bizarre.
pub we went to. So yeah, it's got his birthday. So we wish him all the best from. That's why he's not joining us today.
Indeed.
When his birthday.
He's getting smashed in the pubs.
Yeah, enjoying.
Indeed.
Hopefully getting a nice cake.
Yes.
See.
And an even nice pizza.
So something I've thought of another thing actually, and I think once you did a cert episode on it,
Yeah.
titled "Football Hooliganism."
Oh, God, yes.
Football fans that have to have an absolute fit about their team,
Yeah.
about their football team, and yeah, it's good to be proud about your football team. That's perfectly fine, being proud and hey, come on, score, yeah, absolutely cheer when they're scoring. But just like having a go at the other team,
I
like
know. It's basically like
so-
people, who sort of like take it incredibly seriously to the point where it's like their whole identity, and as a result, when they lose, it's like they interpret that as like an attack on them, and it's weird.
yeah. Because they're like, and then they start having so, oh, you're fucking shit, your team is fucking shit. I'm like, all right, well,
Yeah. But it's like, I think, it's not just really like people sports football teams. It just reminds me of like in high school, the foremost part of, there were a lot of like lads in there who were so into
Weren't
football as a game.
Oh.
And
Oh.
they would take it so damn seriously. And I just remember in like high school PE lessons, there was no fun in it, because it was just like, as soon as you make one little mistake, it's like you just get such a mouthful of verbal abuse.
Oh, God,
It's
yeah,
just
I
like,
remember that as
it's
well.
a fucking
Like-
game, calm down.
like you missed the ball, and like, what do you think you're playing at? Oh my god, I could have got that with my fucking eyes closed. You fucking shit, you stupid little wanker.
Yeah,
You
no, it's just like,
Wow.
Jesus Christ, chill.
No, it's
Good Lord.
dreadful.
Yeah.
Like with the rugby. Oh god, I hated rugby. I remember whenever I got the ball, because I was like a scrawny person, I'd just throw
Yeah.
it. I just like,
get
because
rid
these
of it.
big lads coming at me, like, no, throwing this ball away.
Yeah, I was kind of lucky in high school in that rugby was optional. Some
Oh,
of the
was
lads
it?
did it, but we weren't all made to do it. Basically, you had like a choice. You can do rugby or you can do football. But in fact, actually, like for the first couple of years, all we ever did was football. But then it was like it must have been like year 9 onwards or something. Sometimes they would sort of like when we were in the changing rooms getting ready, they would say, oh, if you want to do rugby, just go over to this side of the changing room. But those of you who don't want to, if you want to just do football or like basketball or something instead, go over to this side of the room. And so yeah. I must say though, I always kind of enjoyed basketball a little bit. I was never good at it, but
You were advocating for that.
yes.
So, who wants to do football? No, 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 no. You piped up. No, can we do basketball instead?
Basketball.
Could we? Just a bit of difference. Yeah.
Yes.
But I'm 100. Yeah, it's good to be a fan of your team and cheer them on, and
Good
and
to be
scoring
into
goals.
a game, yeah, but
having a go at people,
indeed. Yeah, there comes a
especially
point where,
in the
yeah,
UK.
you're taking it too seriously and you need to just step back for a moment.
Yeah,
Indeed,
especially
indeed.
because oh god, England football fans are horrendous. Like if we like beat the other team and they're there, we can have a right go at them. Way, we fucking beat you. You're shit. You're shit. You're shit. Oh, like you don't need to go into that much, is there?
Yeah, I know. I think it sort of actually ties in, that kind of segues into probably something else that does irk me at times.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's, again, sort of looking back on my teenage years in particular, not so much now as an adult, but when I was obviously a teenager, again, like, some of the, kind of the lads in my year group were very much those kind of like slightly boisterous, had to prove how macho they were, kind of.
Oh god,
and it's that kind of behaviour that's just like, dude, you are fucking 13 years old, you're not impressing anybody. But it's like, it becomes a bit of basically kind of almost like a dick measuring contest, to put it that way. And it's just like, why are we doing this? It's so stupid. It's pathetic. Stop that. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never understood that actually.
Yeah.
Why they always try to act like that, so boisterous. I think one of the main reasons they're trying to do is they're trying to impress a girl.
That, or they're a bit insecure, or like it's also a bit, I think, like peer pressure. We get a group of people doing things like that. Nobody wants to kind of be the first to sort of break it and say, "Why are we doing this? It's just stupid.
Yeah.
Just be ourselves."
And that unfortunately happens with bullying as well.
Yes.
If one person's bullying, you just follow them because you don't want to. Because you might get bullied by them themselves if you say, "Oh no, we shouldn't be doing this."
It's hard to stand up when you're a kid and all that, but yeah. Peer pressure.
And you don't want to go to the teachers because you think the teachers they'll help. They might help you, or they may not help you, but they may like snitch and go, "Why? Phil told me that you keep doing this to him. Why are you doing that?" And then they'll know that you're the one who tend to get even more bullied.
Yeah, indeed. There's an art to just sort of handling that if you're a teacher.
Yeah, that's what you've got to get into.
Think carefully about it. How you go about
it. Any of your students, have you put them in detention?
I'm in a very different level of education to that.
No. Don't be stupid. You're in secondary school. That's what you're teaching. Secretly, that's what you're doing. You've given out loads of detentions.
Funny thing is, though, before I, went into my current job, obviously in higher sort of university level education, I did do a taster day at a high school in Lancaster, because I was thinking, if obviously I'm unable to get an academic position with the university, I need to have obviously a backup plan. So I thought maybe, secondary level education might be the thing. So I did a couple of taster days at a high school, because that's the thing, they always advise you don't just like apply for a teacher training course, do a couple of taster days first to get a feel for, is this something that you'd want to do? And I'm kind of glad that I didn't go into secondary education, because the more I look back on that, the more I think it probably would not have been the thing for me, trying to like obviously handle teenagers.
Oh god, it's just a nightmare. You got to have massive respect for teachers.
You got to be charismatic. You got to have lots of energy for it. It's not
handling 12 to 13-year-olds.
Yeah,
they can be a right pain.
They can be.
I would say.
Indeed. Yes. I've drifted away a bit from the topic there, but just a little interesting digression.
Well, no, it was the thing you can't stand. I think another thing that you can't stand is I can't believe that Phil cancelled on me. When I came back up north, he cancelled on me.
He cancelled on me when we booked to go out to an Indian restaurant.
I know, and I can't stand that.
I know. And now that we've got you here, Phil, we can air out all our grievances upon you.
Well, I've got many things to say. Let me have a look at my list here. All the things.
Let me just open the Word document, Phil. 1,000,001 reasons why we're going to criticise Phil at this stage.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I'm trying to think of other things that I can't stand. Oh yes, 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 yes. I've queue jumpers. Oh my,
Oh, yes.
queue jumpers.
Ooh.
Yeah. Oh that. Oh, why? Or the people who are like an sort of addition to that, people who when the gate is called at an airport, try and
Oh,
rush to
yeah.
get there. Like you're not going to be getting there any faster than us.
No, you're
For
not.
God's sake.
People who
But
do that are so strange. It's like, why? Why are you doing
yeah,
that?
but that really annoys me. And when they jump a queue, because they can't afford to wait, because they can't have a
Indeed.
little bit of fucking patience, can they? And wait to. Luckily, most British people are very good at making queues. That's one of the stereotypes of our
Yes,
culture.
it is.
But there can be some queue jumpers, and it's really annoying when they do. Um, and you just like waiting when they just jump in and go, "What the hell are you doing?"
Indeed.
Or if you've only got like a couple of items and someone's got a trolley load, it would be nice, for them to let you go forward.
Yeah.
If you've got a couple of things and they've got like a massive trolley load.
Yeah, that's one. Sometimes it's convenient. I don't really begrudge people if they don't, though, because it's like, well, technically they were first in the queue, so I sort of leave it up to them.
Totally.
If they want to let me go first, they can. But if they're in a hurry, then let them go first and all.
You want to go first, yeah.
Yeah.
But oh my god, I love the people who do that. You can go ahead. All right, thanks.
Indeed. Pheasant came over to join our conversation just as you said that, Phil. Hope he's off again.
Oh, he's had enough. He's
Yeah.
off. BA,
Indeed.
cute. Apparently, it's worse in some other countries than it is in ours.
Yeah.
I heard that sometimes in the US it can be quite bad
Yeah.
with queue jumping.
Indeed. Yeah, it's funny actually. I saw a YouTube short recently. It was an American guy in London interviewing other Americans, asking them, what's something that you found sort of odd about being in the UK, something about UK life, things like that. And this guy was like, he was doing the interviewing. This American guy, he asked this American woman, and she was like, "Oh, I don't think these British people sort of vibe with us." She said, "Because we got into a queue the other day, and this American was like, whoa, 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 whoa! You can't just go into a queue and then say, oh, they don't vibe with us."
Well,
You've got into a queue. You're in the wrong there.
You're exactly in the wrong.
Yeah.
Do not do it.
Indeed, it was funny.
Do not do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the Brits in the comments, they were all like, "Oh yeah, you don't betray the sanctity of the queue."
I felt my British soul just ripping itself.
Indeed.
Oh dear. Let's think. Oh, I've got a good one. People who just leave their rubbish in movie theatres
yes.
or on aeroplanes.
Oh.
Oh my God, how difficult is it to tidy up?
Yeah.
Come on, it really is not that difficult. Why are you littering? Oh, because we want to give the cleaners, the theatre staff some work. Wow.
God, yeah.
That's just not an excuse.
That's not an excuse at all. That's someone trying to find
Clean
an
your
excuse to be
Fucking
lazy.
shit up.
Yeah.
Clean it up. Do not throw. When you see these pictures of popcorn all over the place, you're like,
Yeah.
oh, come away now. That's really unfair to the
Indeed.
to the cleaners. That's really unfair. Why would you do that? And then there's some who like throw popcorn at the screen.
Oh God, I know. Some people just they have no. I
They're
don't know.
arseholes.
I don't know what goes through their head. In all honesty.
Same with aeroplanes.
Yeah.
They just leave the mess there as well. And the stewards and the stewardesses come round with a bin bag. And
Yeah.
you deposit in. Don't just throw it all over the. Why? I can't even get into their brains of why they feel it's a good thing to do that, or why they feel it's an okay thing to trash the whole cinema with all their things.
Yeah. I sometimes wonder if that's one of those things where it needs a bit of a cultural change to sort of get people to clean up after themselves very frequently. And I think probably would it be worth in sort of high schools doing what they do in places like East Asia, in countries like China or Japan or Korea, where they
clean,
teach,
don't
yeah,
they?
exactly.
Yeah,
children in schools actually have to clean up the school at the end of the day.
They don't have a last period.
Yeah.
They don't have a last period. Instead, it's they clean the toilets, the bathroom,
Sweep the
Can you
floors,
imagine doing that? I'm sorry, that would not go through. But can you imagine doing that in British schools?
God,
There'll be a
no.
fucking riot. There would
They
be
would.
no chance you'd get them to do that.
Yeah, people will be like, "Oh no, you can't make them do that." No.
Well, look
It'd
at
be like,
Japan.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
They're not. We're not freaking forcing them to do weird shit. We're just asking them to help clean up the environment that they are using on a day-to-day basis. It'll encourage them to be, encourage them to take care of places that they are frequenting and all that.
I 100% agree with you. And the
Yeah.
schools is another one. Because some schools you see are so messy. Like when people, shove toilet paper down the thing, or don't flush.
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen so many school toilets where they just haven't flushed.
I know.
Oh, it's just, and then shove toilet paper down it, and then like look at Japan and China where they have that end there with it, where you can see all these children, cleaning the floors and cleaning the toilets, and they don't mind it.
Yeah.
But no, you tell a British child to we're not going to be having a last period today. We're going to be cleaning. You fucking what? I don't fucking think so.
You fucking what, sir?
Yeah, I'm not doing that, sir. Like the grotty little year sevens. I'm not doing that, sir. All right,
I know. Yeah. It's just a different culture and all that kind of, like I say, it would require a complete cultural change probably to sort of make it happen.
America as well.
It's impossible.
They certainly wouldn't do it
Oh
either.
God, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The US schools. Yeah,
It's a real shame.
Yeah, because we should follow them by example because they do so well.
Yeah.
And it shows that they care for the environment. Because they did a study and found that the children who clean up in the schools grow up to be, really caring and looking after their properties and places and everything.
And what was it? The big example from what sporting event was it recently? Was it the Paris Olympics where
all
the
what
Japanese fans in the stadium immediately started cleaning up after the sporting event was over?
I don't think it was the Olympics. I think it was the World Cup.
Oh, was it? Yeah, it might be the football one actually. Yeah,
I think it was the World Cup. Yeah, and they cleaned up. They lost. They fucking lost. They lost, so they should be furious and everything because they lost. They should be upset. They should be sad. But no, they went and cleaned.
They were fine with it.
Yeah, and they were fine with it. Just goes to show you, Japan do really well in that field.
Yeah, they do.
They're very good at the Japanese. They're very, very good.
Cleaning.
Yeah, good with cleaning and
civic pride in their environments and all that.
Absolutely.
Taking care of them.
And the fact that they, if a train is even a slight bit late, it will actually be apologised to, and they take a little certificate with them to work to say I was late because the train. Yeah,
I was late because the train was delayed by 5 seconds.
Yeah.
And
they bow to them as a mark of apology.
Yes. Indeed, yes. My sister, when she once went to Japan, she had a humorous story about getting stuck in a bowing loop with a bunch of Japanese people. It was
God.
Something happened. It was like they were coming out of an elevator, and sometimes if you've got someone coming towards you, you have that slight awkward moment where one of you steps to one side, but that person accidentally steps that side as well, and then you're going back and forth a bit, oh no, I'll go this way, and you go that way.
Oh yeah, sometimes when you pass in the corridor.
That's right, yeah. And obviously, the Japanese person immediately is bowing an apology, so they start bowing back. But then someone else walks through from another corridor and sees people are bowing, and then starts instinctively bowing.
God.
So then you're bowing to that person as well.
It's like the Mexican wave.
Yeah, Mexican wave of bowing.
Mexican wave.
My sister called it, getting trapped in a bowing loop.
What you should do in a lift is if you see someone come in, right, close door, close door, close door, close door, close door. Sorry, no, I can't hold it. No, sorry. Although that's a myth. The closed door button actually does nothing.
No.
It doesn't do anything at all.
Oh yes.
It's always isn't it always funny to think that when you go in a lift, you always face the front.
Yeah.
It's like there was a test.
Well,
there was a funny little. Yeah, there was a funny little test to see what humans would do. So this person went to the lift and they faced the back.
Oh, was this? I think I might have discussed this with
Have
you
you heard?
before. Yeah.
Have you heard of
It
this?
was a social experiment. They did a thing where they had a bunch of people go into a lift, but just go in and then stand facing the back of it, and then see what anyone else who then comes into the lift actually does. And it was like a social pressure experiment to see do they feel peer pressured into also facing towards the back, and it seems that they do. Yeah.
Yeah, they did because they followed them because it was like him and two other actors.
Yeah.
And they did it, and it's funny how we as humans follow each other, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
Because we don't want
social animals.
because we don't want to seem out of the norm.
Yeah, it was in I think I may have talked about it before. It was in a Super Eye Patch Wolf video all about what he calls social anxiety horror, and he talked about a bunch of social experiments, that one included, where it's
funny.
A bunch of people go into an elevator and then face towards the back, and then anyone who comes in feels uncomfortable when they're the only one facing the other direction. Yeah.
It's curious how humans react with each other.
Indeed. Yeah. It's well worth a watch, that video. Social Anxiety Horror by Super Eye Patch Wolf on YouTube. He has a few good ones, in fact, but that one's a good one.
That actually, related to sort of doors and things, that's another thing that is me when someone doesn't hold the door for you, even though you're not too far away. They're just you're close to them, and then they just let it go. Oh,
Yeah.
well, thanks for that.
I know, it's just one of those little courteousness things that is always appreciated.
Or that one where someone's holding a door, but you're still miles away, and you're like, oh, for fuck's sake, I'm gonna have to run now.
Yeah.
You're having to run, and they're just holding the door, and you're smiling politely at each other. It's like, yeah, I'm nearly there.
I know. It's one of those things where it's like,
Should I
beyond a
hold the
certain
door?
distance, do you need to hold the door? There's no real answer to that.
Yeah, I always say, when I see someone behind, I'm like, oh, sorry.
Sorry, you're too far away, sir.
Yeah,
I
you're
must
too far
now
away.
vanish.
I must now close the door. Yeah, that can be something that I can't stand. If you are close and someone just doesn't hold the door, like why?
I feel that's more like a very mild frustration
Fuck off! No, it's
rather than
not.
oh wow, okay, you get very angry
You're starting
about
to
it.
work me.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, I
well,
can't
there we
stand
go.
you.
Yeah, well, you're starting to work me, so we're
How
double
rude.
worked.
I'd never do such a thing.
Get on out of here. Yes.
Stub your toe. That's something
Oh.
that I can't stand.
Step on a Lego brick.
Oh. No, I think stubbing your toe is
it's
worse.
worse,
Oh
yeah.
my god, when you get it, it's like your toe hurts. And the funny thing is, the pain takes a couple of seconds to reach it
Yeah.
because it's obviously got to go up from your leg
Indeed.
up. There's a moment where you feel no pain, you bang, and you're like, you've got that 2 seconds to think, oh no, here it comes,
Yeah.
because it's like bang. Oh
Here
no.
comes the pain train.
Yeah.
Indeed.
It's funny. It just goes to show you how nerves in your body work. Because obviously, it's that brief 2 seconds when there's no pain.
Yeah.
That is the pain actually being shot up your leg to your
Yeah.
brain. Yeah.
Takes a moment and all that because the distance
Pain,
it travels.
got a bit. Yeah. Oh, but yeah, I've stubbed my toe many times. And have you ever stubbed your toe hard enough that you've bled?
No, I don't think I have.
I think I have once or twice. It was
Not
really
to the best
bad.
of my recollection, anyway. Unless it was so bad that I mentally repressed it.
Mentally repressed it. Yeah. Well, one thing I never quite understood was when we went skiing, there was like when you went into like the little restaurant area of the hotel where you went to get your meal, there was a little step, and I accidentally went over the step without seeing it,
Oof.
and I thought, oh, it hurt, it was just a little thing. But for the rest of the skiing trip, I had a massive black mark. I don't know
Ouch.
how a little trip over a step can cause such a black mark, but it did, and it caused a lot of pain when I tried to put my foot in the ski boots.
Yeah, because it's all like depends on like the angle at which you hit it and things like that. Maybe it's just like it does a lot of damage to a little bit. Like what's the thing? The physical principle I'm thinking of here. It's like more sort of force being distributed over a smaller area.
Could have been, could very well have been, yeah.
Yeah.
That was that wasn't great because I had a lot of pain.
Indeed. Yes, were you yawning just then?
Was I yawning? No, I wasn't yawning.
It sounded for a moment like you were, but I was going to say,
Oh,
my
maybe
goodness,
a little bit.
is your tale of stubbing your toe boring you?
Yes, I'm boring myself. Oh God, Phil. Oh God, Phil. Get more interesting stories. What the fuck's wrong with you?
Yeah, you see, that's what annoys Phil, isn't it? When Phil doesn't have interesting stories.
How dare you?
Yes.
You know what should really be irking you is the fact that you've been stuck in the land of Say being hunted for forever and you've never been able to escape.
No, I'm just stuck here, for eternity and all that. I can't leave this world. I'm just here forever.
Does it actually have a name, the land? Because you like obviously in video games you've got the place has actually got a name.
I don't think it does.
Like
at least it doesn't have.
Beyond Good and Evil's got Hillis and everything. Is it just called? Is it just called the island?
World. Yeah, it's just the archipelago. That's all it's called.
The archipelago.
It doesn't really have like a proper formal name. At
It
least
should
not
do
what
that.
I've
There you go,
encountered.
Genevieve. We should actually give it a proper name.
I mean, sort of. I guess kind of the underlying assumption is that this is like some parallel universe version of Great Britain, of the British countryside. So kind of where there's robots that have killed all the humans, but yeah.
Have they? God, I'd never realised that.
You never
It's
realised
not like
that,
I haven't
would
seen
you?
your literature hunts. Yeah. I remember when you went to find. Oh God,
Yes.
yeah, when you tried to find all those
When
and the
the
ones where they
robots,
spoke in all caps.
Oh yeah, like trying to lure the humans out with you've won a tax rebate.
Yeah, that's it.
Indeed.
I'm surprised you don't know the letters off by heart by now.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there is obviously like a backstory hidden in this game, technically.
Oh yeah, I remember you found it. Yeah.
Bombstick and the different characters, and Dr. L, I think it was called.
Oh yes, that's it. Yeah.
Where they're experimenting with like portals to other worlds, and I assume basically what happened was they opened a portal to a universe full of robots that came through and basically killed everybody. But
Well done then. That's
yes.
that was a major.
Pretty sure
wasn't
that
it?
is the essence of the Surrey being hunted lore. I think it's been a while since I did that literature hunt, though.
Oh God, yeah. Things like in the episode 2 to 300.
Yes, indeed. Indeed, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, I think we can leave it there for today then. I think
probably
we've
can't we?
had a look at a few things that we've irked and can't
That
stand.
annoyed us. Can't stand them. Yes.
What
And I
other
can't
bits?
stand it, ladies and gentlemen, when you don't leave a like and all
I
that.
know. God, can you not even subscribe?
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
Subscribe.
And maybe, on the off chance, you peruse the propagandist channel, you might find
yeah.
something that you like. Andrew's reactions might be like, oh, I
my
did not
goodness.
expect that from her. Jesus. Bloody hell, what was going on there?
Oh, I'm a woman in disguise, am I? Yes.
Yes.
My
That's how
secret
you
name is
speak, you
Andrea.
know.
That's how I speak it. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I did
Who
not
I say?
expect that.
Yeah, very game chap and Bertie.
Oh, God, yeah.
Who I say?
That's a channel I've not watched in years.
I know. I don't even know what
Yes.
we're doing now because they did Minecraft mod upon Minecraft mod, and
Yes.
then decided to just stop talking.
Yeah. Then for a bit it was like, Senran Kagura boob shots. Then it was Mario
Yeah.
Maker commentary, less episodes, and
Yeah,
weird. Yeah, that channel went through so
Well-
many weird evolutions.
they had a bit of a collaboration, didn't they, with the Yogscast at one point?
At
They
one
did
point, yeah.
the Wall special, but it only lasted once because I think the Yogscast got so annoyed with them
Yeah.
because they weren't.
There was
I
a
don't know.
con-
I don't know if they were annoyed because they were fucking everything up, or it's just because of the way they spoke. Because that sort of RP
I think
English
it was
is very-
a combination of things where it was also, I think, the people who did Game Jam Bertie were young and didn't really know how to handle some of the negative backlash, and I think they got into a bit of a fracas with some of the Yogscast viewers, and I think in the end it just didn't really work out, and they went their kind of separate ways.
Yeah,
I think
do
it was
that
for the best. Yeah,
constantly speaking in RP style English, it can be very grating.
it can. Yeah.
So for those who don't like that, please don't go live into the far depths of London because
Oh,
there'll be a
my.
lot of those speaking. Oh,
Oh
say.
yes.
Yes, how is one day? Yeah, but it's funny
Yes.
with London because you go from how is one today to oh I
All right,
governor.
Governor.
Yeah,
And get me
London
friggin'
is an
threepennies.
absolute it's one of the biggest melting pots.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is. Well, thank you for joining me then, Phil.
Since we've already done the outro stuff, we don't have to do
Oh, yeah,
that.
actually, we have done, haven't we?
Yeah,
That's
we
what
did,
irks
you
Phil
see.
when Red does an outro 2 times in a row.
We're one step ahead. Yeah, that really
Yes.
irks me.
I know. He gets so annoyed, he starts vandalising his own property in his house. Back up north.
Ah! Oh, my
Yeah,
laptop!
like
I
that.
threw my laptop through the window.
That's a reference to an FML episode we just recorded recently, which may or may not have gone out on the channel by now. It probably will have done, but yeah.
We shall see. But anyway, I
Yes.
hope you viewers have enjoyed our little discussion and tell us in the comments what stuff could you really not stand or what really
Indeed.
irks you. We'd like to see what other
The
suggestions.
General Red channel.
Yeah, imagine that, the general. That Phil. Fucking hell, I wish he'd fuck off.
Yeah, that too. Alright, well, there we go. We've done the outro. Blah, blah, blah.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, everybody. Going that way. So we're going to head north. Oh, God. Take these guys out. Take them down, take them down. Concentrate fire. Move, bitch. Dave. Right. So now we'll just keep going this way. Yes. Side objective is to destroy the air pads. Right, destroy that from attack, please. Cause this trouble for us. Here. Wow. Over there. There's a couple of fucking units hanging back around here. Let's move up. Oh fuck. Stick out for him.